So, I've been surprised, maybe even shocked, at just how expensive mice have become in the past decade. I mean, I've been hanging on to this Logitech G502 for the past 10 years, and just look how grotty it is. Oh, there's even chocolate on there. But to replace this with a wireless solution, absolute fortune. So when EWEADN reached out and sent us their S9 Ultra esports mouse for a look, I was pretty curious. A wireless mouse with serious specs at a very unserious price? Let's take a closer look. Welcome to Team Pandory.
Subscribble.
For clarity, this mouse is sent to us for video review, no caches exchanged hands, so let's get stuck in. The EWEADN S9 Ultra follows the standard gaming layout. You've got 5 buttons, scroll wheel, and under the hood, it uses the PixArt POR 3950 sensor. That means this thing can hit a whopping 42,000 DPI if you're into that kind of thing. The polling rate tops out at 8000 Hz for the Ultra model, which should be more than enough for esports titles. You can run it wired or wireless with the included 2.4 GHz dongle, or if you're okay with only 125 Hz polling, you can use Bluetooth. You'll typically find this model at around $59 USD on Amazon, and if you're okay with slightly lower specs, the standard S9 is closer to $35, especially on AliExpress. And hey, if you want to help the channel at no extra cost to yourself, we've left affiliate links down below. Every click helps. Now for the box, pretty clean actually. It's got a gorilla on the front. I'm sold. So what we get is quite presentable. Inside we get a multi-language manual, non-slip grip stickers, replacement skates, USB-A to USB-C cable, 2.4 GHz wireless adapter, and of course, the mouse itself. Right out the box, it looks clean, sleek, minimalist, very elegant. And here's how it sounds when clicked. The scroll wheel is also clickable, but there's no left or right tilt actions here. On the left side, we've got 2 additional buttons, standard stuff, and the charging and wired mode is handled by the USB-C port right on top. If we flip it over, you'll find the central sensor. We've got the skates, a DPI switch, and a 3-mode toggle for the 2.4 GHz, Bluetooth, and off. In the off mode with a cable plugged in, it runs just like a wired mouse. Easy. But before we use this, we should remove these stickers. And this one. Yeah. So the setup was incredibly easy. Just plug it up via USB and it works straight away. 2.4 GHz is just as quick, add the dongle instead. And if you want to use the Bluetooth, we just pair it up in Windows and we're sorted. Pushing in the DPI switch cycles through the presets, and the front LED changes colour so you can see your settings at a glance. But if you want to run your high DPI modes, you definitely need to change your system sensitivity. This thing is fast. While moving the mouse around, it's incredibly light. Feels almost weightless on the pad. And if you're a palm grip user, this shape is very comfortable. Now, those included grip stickers. What we have here are good quality, but the black and white pattern kind of clashes with the red finish. Still, you don't really see it once it's under your hand. So far, feels pretty good, and it works great to boot. So we ran some real quick roll tests to see how this thing stacks up against the tiny Logitech M235 and my trusty 10-year-old G502. First up is the mouse accuracy test. The M235 was quite difficult to use, and this is probably due to the size and form factor rather than the specs. We managed to get a score of 234, but this was absolutely trashed by using the G502. We managed to increase that by 30 with a score of 264. While using the S9 Ultra, we did manage to get a score of 255. Close, but maybe a bit of muscle memory helped the G502. We then moved on to Counter-Strike 2. In the AimsBots challenge, the M235 scored a KPM of 69.93, while the G502 attained a score of 72.21. Surprisingly, we were much quicker with the S9 Ultra this time round, achieving the score of 79.32. Yes, really, the lightness and sensor could be a winning combo here. Jumping into a competitive game, The M235 just didn't have enough buttons or comfort. It was just natural to assume that it would play poorly using this mouse. The G502 still held up, and of course will play much better than the tiny mouse. Eventually, we did lose, but it's probably due to that kangaroo guy asking questions about my mum. He was just putting all the team on edge. But the S9 Ultra honestly impressed me. Solid performance, smooth gliding, and most important of all, I felt confident. We even managed to win on Dust 2, a very rare moment for me. To be fair, this test was not meant to bring out a decisive winner, but to show that this mouse can actually perform and actually stand toe-to-toe with a huge juggernaut like Logitech. But in real-world terms, the S9 Ultra holds its own. It's light, fast, well-built, and much more affordable than the usual suspects, especially if you want a wireless model. Sure, it can miss some of the G502's extra, for example, no left or right scroll buttons, and no adjustable weights. But for $55, this delivers. At the end of the day, we can recommend this product, especially if you're a die-hard gamer wanting the top-tier polling rates. But for the average user, the regular S9 at $35 might be the smarter pick. Again, if you want to help out the channel, links are down below. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. You made it this far. This has been Emu Chicken of Team Pandory, and I'll catch you on the next video. Ta-ra!
Don't forget to visit my massage parlor. You get to engage John Loot,